So as I say, particularly in the first half of the campaign, it really hurt him.
And what do the latest polls say?
Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Just got this interesting radio. Inside this box you can find the tiny radio, Choyong A8W. This radio can catch all the stations around the world using the internet connection, Wi-Fi connection, and using the SIM card. Let's check this radio and test it. The radio came in this box, I mean dual box. This is a radio and additional stuff inside this box. You can find the user manual, the radio, and additional stuff. Charging cable, adapter, USB-C, and strap. This radio is really tiny. You can hold it on a hand like this. The size of the radio you can see right here, 139 to 72 to 32 millimeters, almost 200 grams. It has 5 watts speaker on the front panel called the color screen, functionality buttons on the front panel and on top of the radio. On the right side you can see the knob for adjusting and tuning the radio, the volume knob and power switch, probably the sleep switch, and USB-C port. USB-C port you can use for charging the radio, and you can connect the adapter USB-C to 3.5 millimeters and use the headphones for listen to the music. Inside the radio you can find the modem, 4G modem, FDD band 2345 and TDD band 39, 38, 40, 41. Actually you can use the SD card, 32 gigabyte maximum capacity. You can plug in right here. I have my card which is installed, and you can use the SIM card for internet, and Wi-Fi module is inside. You can use it at home using local Wi-Fi connection. On top of the radio you can find the power button, FM button, and TF button for using this card for playing the music. Actually you can find the microphone. You can search by voice the stations. Let's test the radio. Actually I got the gift from Choyong, this bag. You can place it inside and keep the radio safely. Let's enter to the menu. Data SIM card selection. You can select this SIM, hard SIM or eSIM. Wi-Fi. You can turn on, turn off the Wi-Fi. Check the available networks. Wi-Fi is connected right now. After enter the password, the radio should be restarted. To save the password, backlight, playtime limit. After play, you may MAC address, version info, current version, this one, after sales service, store factory settings. Now let's listen to some music. Podcast North America, USA, news, This one.
Distance as he possibly could between himself and Donald Trump. So, as I say, particularly in the first half of the campaign, it really hurt him.
And what do the latest polls say about who will win?
Well, it's tightened a bit. At one point, the Liberals were 8 or 10 points ahead. They're now maybe only 3 to 5 points ahead. With the way the vote is distributed, and I won't get into the weeds of that, it probably
You can save this radio as a favorite radio. Just press this
if the polls
button.
are off by even a couple of percentage points,
You can
we
see
could
the
wind up
herd.
with what we call a minority government, where the government has the most seats in the House, but not enough to form a majority and has to rely on the support of one of the other parties.
We will be following that in the coming days. That's Andrew
Let's,
Coyne of the Globe and Mail. Thank you so much.
From Africa. Egypt, South Africa. News. The first one.
He originally started blogging, like what we used to do before. We used to have those proper blogs, and I used to add my recipes on there. And I mean, I was like so dedicated. I used to enjoy doing it because I had a lot of time on my hands. So I thought, let me just take up a new hobby. And because I enjoy the kitchen, I love experimenting.
Let's select the next radio. Okay, talk.
And reach your goal. And it's not necessarily about achieving that goal, it's about how they got to that goal. And in the debriefing and self.
The next one.
Let's pretend we never met. Good.
Without electricity. But it would always be preferable for them to be linked to an electrical power source at all times. But given the realities of our country, that may be impossible. One accepts that.
Okay, capital, you are beginning to.
Let's select the Europe stations, maybe from France. News. The first one, play roar, the next one.
Merci d'écouter une radio digitale énergie. Sonore augmentée, encore plus de musique et de radio digitale énergie. Téléchargez maintenant l'appli énergie.
Sûr qu'il faut les mettre.
C'est déjà fait. Neuroto rembourse le montage. Alors j'équipe tout ce qui roule, moi.
Le montage est remboursé? C'est pas vrai. Et si, c'est vrai. Jusqu'au 12 mai, votre montage est remboursé pour tout achat de pneus.
In this radio, you can find a microphone and hold this button. You can search the radio. Fox News Radio. Fox News Radio.
Hi, I'm Texas tax attorney Jamie Flores, the managing partner at the law offices of Nick Namath, with another important tax fact. The amount the IRS claims you owe is often incorrect. They're notorious for mistakes with taxes, penalties, and interest that you don't really owe.
Pause. Proceed. Some authorization.
Hey, I'm Trey Gowdy, host of the Trey Gowdy podcast. Join me every Tuesday as we cover the full range of topics that are on your mind and speak with some brilliant, talented, thoughtful women and men who have excelled in their respective fields and careers. Plus, every Thursday is your turn.
Actually, you can listen from the TF SD card. Just press this button, TF, select the music, and select the play. I think like this. Or OK. Pause and proceed. For turn on the FM radio, just press this button and you can tune the radio using this knob, or just hold the FM button and wait the scan of the whole band and save the stations into the memory channels. You can notice the radio without any antenna. I'm not far from the center of the city, around 14 kilometers. Probably the radio will be working normally. Just insert the SIM card. Let's turn on the radio and to find some stations. Right here on the screen you can see the signal. Before inserting the SIM card, I turn off the Wi-Fi, and let's find some stations from Africa, maybe Egypt, South Africa, and news, Cape Talk. Waiting for loading and bufferization.
A disaster response now hinges on the temperamental weather pattern. Overnight, the fire ravaged at least 3,000 hectares of vegetation.
Next station.
At the Courier Guy, we know that we trump pretty much everyone else. Yeah, our 200 kiosks, 1,200 smart lockers, and 2,500 drivers are out there right now, from the Gulf of Titis Bay to the wild plains of Pofadder, making shipping great again. So, if it's terrific service you're after, go to the Courier Guy.
Let's select the next station. Bufferization, loading. All works from the mobile internet using the SIM card. That's nice. Currently I'm in the forest using the SIM card. You can catch some stations. Let's select North America. Select the USA, and one of the stations, maybe news. Let's select news. Loading 19%.
There was a lot of that. They were all saying, "Oh, this guy's going to have no future. This is the worst day." Tucker texted Ezra Cohen, who they were rumored was going to be a part of the administration. I don't think that ended up happening, though.
It works really nice.
That, but
it's
the
loud.
point is, all these people flipped at one point or another, and they came back around because Trump's the king of the hill. When you're the president from...
Let's select the next. MSNBC.
It's one that stands in opposition to Donald Trump, but not necessarily why. If you want to stand against the president, if you want to stand against the opposition party, you should have a fairly clear...
New Age Chinese. Let's go to the menu and listen to the from South America, maybe Brazil. Yeah, let's select Brazil. Music, news. Let's select news stations. Super CNB, Sao Paulo. Let's wait. Oh. Let's select next one. Loading.
Dão às pessoas a dignidade de ter um espaço seu, com o seu banheiro, com a sua cozinha, com uma pequena sala e a sua cama, e enquanto a gente vai viabilizando a construção das moradias definitivas.
Nessa mesma participação no Canal Livre da Band, Eduardo Leite.
Let's select the maybe Friends. music news. Let's select news because YouTube doesn't like the music. Let's French hits. Let's could be music radio. Let's to be ready and reduce the
Merci
volume.
d'écouter une radio digitale énergie. Pour une expérience sonore augmentée, encore plus de musique et de radio digitale énergie, téléchargez maintenant l'appli énergie. It's music only.
Je vais pas cacher mes...
Let's select the one from the South America, Europe, Africa. Let's select the Africa, maybe South Africa. The screen is really nice because in the daylight you can see almost everything on the screen. The news. Let's select news. You can see me in the reflection. Hello to everyone. Keep talk. Yes, keep talk. Let's wait loading. Nothing.
Deceitful tactics on 1st April 2025. They colluded with the Inkatha Freedom Party, Action SA,
Really nice radio.
Rise Mzansi, the Patriotic Alliance.
Let's listen to the FM radio. This radio doesn't have the antenna. Let's hold this FM button and scan the all frequency. Currently I am in the forest outside. Before we tested this radio inside the room, where there are a lot of noises from some devices on the air, on the band, in the VHF band. But currently we are outside and we can see the scan is finished. Let's check what we have.
I know it's true. I know it's
говорит Мария Валерьевна.
Кроме того, Порошенко должен...
Коллектив страны с концертом.
Лада.
есть даже у женщин.
Перемены сегодня в твоей жизни об...
44741. Подробнее на Озон.
Thank you for watching this video. I like this radio, it's really nice. All the links in the description. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, leave a comment. See you next time.